God says, "This is not a warning to take lightly. A great tragedy is drawing near within hours. And this may be the moment that changes what happens next. Listen closely, because what you are hearing right now is not random, and it is not something you should pass by. I am speaking to you because the time is short, and what is forming can still be redirected if you respond with awareness, faith, and attention. If you remain here and listen to the end, you will understand what must be done, and you will also understand how you are covered even when danger feels close. Do not ignore this moment, because hidden within these words is a turning point that can shift what is trying to unfold. You were not brought here by coincidence. You were guided here, so you could hear this before it became too late. Type Amen if you believe. When I say this is not a drill, I mean this is not symbolic, not distant, and not something meant for another time. It is near, it is real, and it is already moving toward people who do not yet realize what is happening. When I say a massive tragedy approaches within hours, I mean that a chain of events has begun to form, and if nothing interrupts it, it can bring fear, loss, and confusion. But I am not warning you, so fear can control you. I am warning you because there is still a narrow opening where what is forming can be stopped. You are hearing this because you have a part to play, even if that part feels small, even if you feel unready, even if you question whether you have the strength for it. I need your attention now, and if you feel something moving inside you, do not dismiss it. Take a moment and show your agreement by liking this video, because this action is more than a simple gesture. It is a sign that you are aligning with what I am about to do. What is coming is not meant to destroy you, but it can overwhelm those who are not grounded in truth and awareness. I am calling you to stand in that awareness, to remain steady, and to listen beyond the noise around you. When you respond, you are not merely watching something happen. You are stepping into a moment filled with weight, purpose, and responsibility. You must understand that tragedy does not always arrive with obvious warnings. Sometimes it builds quietly through ignored signs, distracted choices, and small moments that people fail to notice until everything reaches a breaking point. Right now, that breaking point is closer than many understand, but there is still room for what is unfolding to be redirected. I am reaching for your attention because your awareness, your faith, and your willingness to listen can shift more than you realize. You are not powerless in this moment. Even if the world has made you feel insignificant, type 1111 if you walk by faith. The first thing you must do is become still within yourself, because panic will not lead you correctly. When fear rises, it clouds your hearing. And right now, clarity is everything. I am asking you to quiet the noise around you. Step away from distractions and pay attention to what you feel deep within your spirit. That urgency you sense right now is not confusion. It is alignment with truth, and it is guiding you toward the response that matters. There are people around you moving through their day as though nothing is changing. They are not wrong for being unaware, but you have been given sight for a reason. Do not treat this as imagination or coincidence, because the timing of this moment carries purpose. You are meant to recognize that something is shifting, and you are meant to position yourself differently because of it. When you move with awareness, you do more than protect yourself. You influence the space around you. I am not asking you to run in fear or spread panic, because that is not the way protection moves. I am asking you to move with intention, to pray sincerely, and to trust that I am guiding your steps even now. When you pray, do not speak empty words. Speak with belief that what you are asking for matters. Your voice carries more power than you have been taught. And when your words align with faith, they begin to shape what is possible. This is part of how what is coming can be softened, redirected, and even stopped. There are decisions being made right now, choices unfolding in different places, and all of them are connected to what is approaching. Some of those choices are careless, some are driven by fear, and some are made by people who simply do not see what is happening. But your awareness places you in a different position, where you can respond instead of react. That is why I am speaking so directly, because hesitation will not help you in this moment. You may feel a tension inside you, a sense that something is not right, even though you cannot fully explain it. That feeling is not here to confuse you. It is here to wake you. When you pay attention to it, you begin to see what others overlook, and you begin to move with purpose instead of routine. This is how change begins. Not always through loud or dramatic action, but through awareness that leads to the right response at the right time. Do not underestimate the importance of what you do next. Even if it seems small, a moment of prayer, a decision to step away from a certain place, or a choice to reach out to someone, can all play a role in shifting outcomes. You are part of a larger movement that you cannot fully see, but your place within it matters. When you respond with faith instead of fear, you align yourself with protection that goes beyond what you can measure. I am with you, even now, guiding you through this moment with care and purpose. You are not being warned to be abandoned. You are being warned because you are covered. Even as the world moves toward uncertainty, you are being positioned in awareness and protection. Stay with me. Stay focused. And do not let distraction pull you away from what you are hearing. This is one of those moments, and you are being asked to stay present instead of drifting into distraction. When you remain present, you begin to notice the subtle directions I am placing before you. Why are over 547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is a reason I told you that this is not a drill, because what is approaching has already been set in motion. It is not a single event, but a series of connected outcomes that can unfold quickly if left unchanged. Many will not realize what is happening until they are already caught in confusion. But you are being given the chance to prepare your heart and your steps. Preparation is not panic. It is positioning. And positioning is what will keep you steady when others feel shaken. You are being positioned right now, even if you do not fully understand how. Type yes to affirm. You must begin by examining where you are. Not just physically, but mentally and spiritually. Are you grounded in truth? Or have you been drifting through habits that keep you distracted and unaware? This moment is calling you back into focus, because clarity is your protection. When your mind is clear, you can hear guidance more easily. And when you hear clearly, you act correctly. That is how you avoid being pulled into what is coming. There are places you should not linger, conversations you should not entertain, and environments that are not meant for you in this hour. You may not have noticed before, but now you are being shown what no longer aligns with your safety and your peace. Trust that inner prompting that tells you to step away, because it is not random. It is direction, and when you follow it, you are moving under protection. Do not second guess what you feel when it is calm and clear, because that is how I guide you. You are not being asked to understand every detail of what is forming, because you do not need to carry that weight. What you need is obedience to what you are being shown in this moment. When you move in obedience, you step out of paths that lead to harm and into paths that lead to safety. This is how what is coming can pass around you instead of through you. You are not being left to figure this out alone. You are being led step by step. Type 777 to receive blessings. There are people connected to you whose lives will also be affected by your awareness. Your choices do not exist in isolation. They create ripples that extend beyond what you can see. When you choose to listen, to pray, and to act with intention, you are not only covering yourself, you are creating a shield that can reach others as well. This is why your response matters more than you think. You are part of something that is larger than your own understanding. You may feel the temptation to dismiss this as something that will pass without consequence, but that is the very mindset that leaves people unprepared. I am calling you to remain alert, not anxious, but aware and steady. Awareness allows you to move wisely, while anxiety causes you to freeze or react incorrectly. You are not meant to freeze in this moment. You are meant to move with quiet confidence. That confidence comes from knowing that you are not alone. When you pray now, let it come from a place of trust instead of fear. Speak with the understanding that I am already present, already aware, and already working in ways you cannot see. Your prayer is not informing me of something new. It is aligning you with what I am doing. When you align with me, you begin to move differently, think differently, and respond differently. That is how outcomes begin to change. There is also something you must release in this moment. Something you have been holding on to that keeps you tied to distraction or delay. It may be a habit, a pattern, or even a relationship that pulls your attention away from what truly matters. This is not the time to hold on to what weakens your focus. Let it go, even if it feels uncomfortable, because what you release now creates space for clarity and protection. You are not losing something. You are making room for what you need. The hours ahead carry weight, but they do not carry defeat for you. You are being guided to move through them with awareness that others will not have. That awareness is your advantage, not to control others, but to remain steady within yourself. When you remain steady, you become a source of calm in the midst of confusion. That calm is not something you create on your own. It is something I place within you as you stay connected to me. There may be sudden changes, unexpected shifts, or moments that feel uncertain. But do not let those moments shake your foundation. You have already been warned, which means you are already prepared in ways you do not fully see yet. Preparation is not always visible, but it is real, and it will reveal itself as you move forward. Trust that what you need will be there when you need it. Because I do not warn without also providing, you must also guard your thoughts in this moment. Because what you think will influence how you respond. If you allow fear to dominate your thoughts, your actions will follow that fear. But if you hold on to trust and awareness, your actions will reflect stability and wisdom. This is why your inner state matters so much right now. What is happening outside of you does not have to control what happens within you. I am speaking to you with urgency, but also with care, because you are not meant to be overwhelmed by this moment. You are meant to rise into it with clarity and faith. You are not being pushed into something you cannot handle. You are being prepared to move through something that others may struggle with. That preparation is a sign of my presence with you, not a sign of danger against you. Every step you take in awareness is a step away from confusion and a step toward protection. Do not underestimate the power of quiet. Steady obedience in a moment like this. There is a shift happening not only around you, but within you, and that inner shift is just as important as anything external. You are becoming more sensitive to what is right and what is not, more aware of what feels safe and what does not. This sensitivity is not weakness, it is guidance, and it is sharpening your ability to move correctly. When you listen to it, you avoid paths that could lead you into harm. When you ignore it, you risk stepping into situations that were never meant for you. Type 222. If you trust God, can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19. 000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20x faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful. It feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. Right now, you must begin to simplify your focus because too many distractions will cloud your judgment. The world is full of noise, opinion, and constant movement, but in this moment, you are being called to quiet that noise. Focus on what is directly in front of you, on what you are being guided to do next, not on everything that could happen. When your focus is clear, your path becomes clear, and when your path is clear, your steps become steady. This is how you remain grounded, even when things around you feel uncertain. There are instructions you are receiving that may not come in loud or obvious ways. Sometimes they come as a gentle thought, a quiet feeling, or a sudden clarity about what you should or should not do. These are not random. They are guidance, and they are meant to be trusted. You do not need a dramatic sign to know that you are being led. The quiet clarity you feel is enough, and when you follow it, you will see why it was given to you. You must also be careful about who you listen to in this moment, because not every voice around you carries truth. Some voices will speak from fear, some from confusion, and some from their own lack of awareness. If you follow those voices, you may be pulled away from the path that leads to safety. This is why you must stay anchored in what you are hearing from me. My guidance will not lead you into panic. It will lead you into peace and clarity, even in the middle of urgency. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. There is something important about timing that you need to understand right now. Acting too early without clarity can lead to confusion, and acting too late can lead to missed protection. But when you act in alignment with the moment you are being guided into, everything begins to fall into place. This is why you must stay attentive, because the right moment will come and you will feel it clearly. When that moment comes, do not hesitate, because hesitation can cause you to miss what was meant for you. You may feel a pull to change something in your immediate environment, whether it is where you are, what you are doing, or who you are around. That pull is not something to ignore because it is part of how you are being repositioned. Repositioning does not always make sense at first, but it becomes clear when you see what you avoided or what you stepped into. Trust that when you are moved, there is a reason, even if you cannot see the full picture yet. There is also a need for you to remain calm in your interactions with others. You do not need to convince everyone of what you are sensing, and you do not need to explain everything you feel. Your responsibility is to remain aligned, not to carry the burden of making others understand. When you stay aligned, your presence itself can bring calm to those around you. That calm is something that will be needed because confusion often spreads quickly when people are unprepared. As the hours move forward, you may begin to notice subtle changes, things that feel different, moments that carry a sense of tension or urgency. Do not let those moments shake you because you have already been prepared for them. Preparation does not remove all uncertainty, but it gives you the strength to move through it without losing your stability. You are not walking into this moment unguarded. You are walking into it aware and covered. There is a protection around you that you may not always see, but it is present and active. It is not something fragile that can be easily broken. It is something steady that surrounds you as you stay connected to me. When you remain connected, you remain within that protection, even as things shift around you. This is why your focus on me matters more than anything else right now. Your connection is your anchor, and your anchor keeps you steady. You must also remember that not everything you hear or see in the coming hours will be accurate. There may be confusion, misinformation, or reactions that do not reflect what is truly happening. This is why you must rely on inner clarity instead of external noise. When you stay grounded in that clarity, you will not be easily shaken by what others say or do. You will move with a confidence that comes from knowing you are guided. There is a strength rising within you that you may not have recognized before, and it is being activated in this moment. That strength is not loud or forceful. It is quiet and steady, and it allows you to remain calm when others feel overwhelmed. It allows you to think clearly when others feel scattered. This is part of why you were chosen to hear this, because you are capable of carrying this awareness without being consumed by it. Do not let doubt creep in and make you question what you are sensing. Doubt can cause hesitation, and hesitation can lead you away from what you are meant to do. You are not imagining this, and you are not overthinking it. You are responding to something real, something that requires your awareness and your alignment. Trust yourself in this moment, because that trust is part of how you stay in the right place at the right time. You are not the same as you were before you began listening, because now you are aligned with truth instead of drifting in uncertainty. This alignment is what will carry you through what is about to unfold. There is a difference between those who are aware and those who are caught off guard, and that difference is not luck. It is attention. You chose to stay, to listen, and to receive what was being given to you, and because of that, you are standing in a place of preparation. Others may feel confusion when things begin to shift, but you will recognize the movement because you were warned ahead of time. Recognition is a form of protection because it allows you to respond instead of react. When you respond with clarity, you move with purpose instead of panic. Type 1010 to claim miracles. You must now begin to guard your surroundings with greater awareness, because what is happening is not only external, it is also influencing environments and atmospheres. Pay attention to the way a place feels, not just how it looks, because your spirit can sense what your eyes cannot see. If something feels off, do not ignore it, because that feeling is guiding you away from potential harm. You do not need a full explanation to trust that inner signal. You only need the willingness to follow it. When you follow it, you step into spaces that are safer and more aligned with your protection. What if attracting wealth didn't require hard work, just the right words? This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep in your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public, and now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is also a need for you to move with quiet confidence, not drawing unnecessary attention, but remaining steady in your actions. You do not need to announce what you are doing or why you are doing it, because your guidance is personal. When you move quietly, you avoid unnecessary resistance and distraction. This is not about hiding. It is about moving wisely and intentionally. Wisdom in this moment is more powerful than loudness or urgency without direction. Type 555 to step into divine protection. As things begin to unfold, you may see others reacting quickly, making decisions based on fear or confusion. Do not let their reactions pull you into the same state, because you are meant to remain steady. You have been given the advantage of awareness, and that awareness must be protected. When you stay calm, you can see what others miss, and you can move in ways that keep you aligned with safety. This calm is not something you force. It is something you receive as you stay connected to me. There will be moments where you feel the urge to rush, to act quickly without full clarity, but you must resist that urge unless you are clearly guided. Not every moment requires immediate action, and sometimes the right move is to wait for the next clear instruction. Waiting in awareness is not the same as doing nothing. It is active trust. When you wait with intention, you allow the right direction to become clear instead of forcing a decision that may not be aligned. This is how you avoid unnecessary mistakes. You must also stay mindful of your energy, because how you feel will influence how you move. If you allow yourself to become overwhelmed, your actions may become scattered and unclear, but if you remain centered, you will act with precision and purpose. Centering yourself is not complicated. It is simply returning your focus to me, remembering that you are guided and protected. When you do that, your mind becomes clearer and your steps become more certain. There is something important happening within your intuition right now. Something that is becoming stronger as you continue to listen. You may begin to notice that you are more aware of small details, more sensitive to changes, and more certain about what feels right. This is not something to ignore or dismiss. It is something to trust and use. Your intuition is one of the ways I communicate with you, and in this moment, it is being heightened for a reason. When you trust it, you move in alignment with what is unfolding. You are not meant to carry fear about what is coming. Even though it is serious and urgent, fear will not protect you, but awareness will. You are being given awareness so that you can move through this moment without being consumed by it. This is the difference between those who are overwhelmed and those who remain steady. You are being prepared to remain steady even when things around you feel unstable. There is also a deeper purpose in why you are being guided this way, and it goes beyond just avoiding what is coming. You are being shaped into someone who can stand firm in moments of uncertainty, someone who can carry clarity when others feel lost. This is not only about what is happening right now, it is about the person you are becoming through this moment. Every step you take with awareness is strengthening you for what is ahead. Even beyond what you are facing in this immediate situation, You must remember that I am with you in every step, even when you feel uncertain, unseen, or alone. My presence does not leave you in moments like this. It becomes even more active, leading you in ways you may not fully recognize yet. When you trust that presence, you begin to move with confidence, knowing you are not walking through this by yourself. That confidence is what keeps you steady when everything around you feels unclear. There may come a moment when everything seems to pause, a short stillness before the shift becomes more obvious. Do not mistake that stillness for nothing happening. And do not assume everything is safe simply because it feels quiet. That stillness is often the final breath before change becomes visible. Stay alert during that time, because what you do in that moment can affect how you move through what follows. Awareness must remain with you, not only when things feel urgent, but also when they feel calm. You are being led one step at a time, and every step is preparing you for the next. Do not try to jump ahead or understand everything all at once, because that is not required. What you need will be revealed as you continue to listen and move with intention. Trust the process of being guided, even when it feels slow or unclear, because it is still leading you exactly where you need to be. Everything I have been speaking to you is meant to anchor you right now, not later. But in this exact stretch of time, you are standing near something that can either overwhelm you or pass by, and your awareness is what determines how it affects your life. There is something important you must understand about this final approach, and it is that your attention is your strongest shield. What you focus on right now will influence how you experience what is coming. If your focus falls into fear, confusion will begin to follow. But if your focus stays rooted in trust and awareness, you will move with steadiness. This is not about pretending nothing is happening. It is about choosing where your inner state rests while everything unfolds. Your inner state is what keeps you from being shaken. Type 333 if you believe you are protected. You must now begin to slow your actions slightly. Not because you are afraid, but because you are becoming precise. When things feel urgent, people often rush, and rushing opens the door to mistakes. But when you slow down enough to remain aware, every step becomes more accurate. Accuracy is what you need right now, not speed without direction. When you move with precision, you avoid paths that could lead you into unnecessary difficulty. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because over 547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing fast. Unexpected deposits, cleared debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150 million-year-old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. There is also a shift happening in your environment that may not be visible, but it is changing the way things feel around you. You may notice certain places feeling heavier, certain moments feeling tense, or certain interactions feeling different than usual. Do not ignore these changes, because they are signals that something is moving beneath the surface. You are being given the ability to sense these shifts so you can respond in the right way. When you recognize them, you can adjust your position and remain aligned with safety. Type 888 to align with divine timing. As the hours continue, there may be moments when you feel tested. When something tries to pull your attention away from what you know is right, these tests are not meant to defeat you. They are meant to reveal whether you will stay aligned or drift into distraction. Stay aligned. Even if the distraction feels strong or familiar, this is not the time to fall back into old patterns or habits that weaken your focus. This is the time to stand firmly in what has been shown to you. You must also remember that not everything that appears urgent requires your involvement. Some things will unfold around you that are not yours to carry, manage, or fix. Your responsibility is to follow the guidance you are receiving, not to take on every situation you encounter. When you try to carry what is not yours, you lose the clarity needed to carry what is. Stay focused on your path, because that is where your protection lies. There is a quiet strength growing within you, and it is becoming more steady. With each moment you remain aware. This strength is not loud or forceful, but it is unshakable, and it allows you to remain calm even when things feel uncertain. You may not have recognized this strength before, but it has always been within you, waiting to be activated. Now it is rising because you need it in this moment. Trust that what is rising within you is exactly what you need. There may also be moments where you feel a sudden clarity about what to do next, almost as if something clicks into place. When that happens, do not question it or delay, because that clarity is your signal to act. Acting in that moment is what keeps you aligned with the path of safety. If you hesitate too long, you risk missing the alignment that was being offered to you. Trust the clarity when it comes, because it is not random. You are not alone in this moment. Even if it feels like you are carrying this awareness by yourself, there are others who are being guided in their own way, each receiving what they need for their situation. You may not see them, and you may not know them, but you are not the only one being prepared. This is a larger movement, one that is unfolding in ways beyond what you can fully understand. Your part in it is important, and you are fulfilling it by staying aligned. There is also something you must release right now, something that has been lingering in your thoughts or your heart that creates doubt or hesitation. It may be a fear, a regret, or a question that keeps you from fully trusting what you are hearing. Let it go, because holding on to it will only cloud your clarity. You do not need to carry that weight into this moment. You need to be clear, focused, and aligned with what is guiding you. As the turning point approaches, you may notice that time feels different, either moving faster or slower than usual. This is part of the intensity of the moment, and it can affect how you perceive what is happening. Do not let that shift confuse you, because your awareness is not dependent on how time feels. Stay grounded in what you know, not in how things seem to move around you. Grounding yourself keeps you steady, no matter how the moment unfolds. You must continue to stay connected to me, because that connection is what keeps everything in place for you. When you stay connected, you are not easily shaken, not easily distracted, and not easily pulled off your path. That connection is your anchor, and it is holding you steady right now. Do not drift away from it even for a moment, because every moment of connection strengthens your position. This is the shift I spoke of, and you are inside it now. Not outside looking in, but you are not here unguarded. You are here prepared, and that preparation is what separates your experience from the chaos that could have been. There is a calm I am placing within you right now, and it is not dependent on what is happening around you. This calm is deeper than circumstances, and it allows you to remain steady even as things begin to move quickly. Others may feel overwhelmed as events start to take shape, but you will feel a strange steadiness that does not make sense to the natural mind. That steadiness is not something you created. It is something I have given you because you chose to listen and stay aligned. Hold on to it because it is guiding your steps more than you realize. Type 666 if you choose faith over fear. As this moment continues to unfold, you may notice that certain paths begin to close while others quietly open. This is not random. It is part of how you are being directed away from harm and towards safety. When something does not work out the way you expected, do not resist it or try to force it open again. That closed path may be protection in disguise, even if it feels inconvenient or confusing at first. Trust that when one direction is blocked, another is being prepared for you. A leaked 9-word password is quietly transforming people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it daily from their couch and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways linked to money, working far faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it's spreading too fast. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There may also be sudden interruptions, unexpected delays, or small changes that seem frustrating on the surface. But these interruptions are not obstacles. They are adjustments guiding you into the right timing and position. What feels like a delay could be the very thing that keeps you from being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Do not fight these moments. Flow with them, because they are working in your favor. Even what feels inconvenient right now carries hidden protection within it. Type 999 to receive divine guidance. You must remain especially aware of your surroundings now. Not in fear, but in calm observation. Notice where you are, who you are around, and what you are being drawn toward or away from. These observations are not random thoughts. They are part of your guidance system, helping you stay aligned. When something feels right, move toward it with confidence. When something feels wrong, step away without hesitation, because that is how you remain covered. There is also a need for you to remain gentle in your responses. Even if others around you begin to react with stress or confusion, you are not meant to absorb their panic, but to remain centered in your own awareness. When you stay centered, you naturally create a sense of calm that can influence the space around you. This is part of your role in this moment. Not to control others, but to carry a steadiness that others can feel. That steadiness is a quiet form of strength. You may also notice that your thoughts are becoming clearer, more direct, and less cluttered than before. This clarity is not accidental. It is being given to you so that you can make the right decisions without confusion. When a thought comes with calm certainty, trust it, because that is how you are being guided. Do not overanalyze or second-guess what is already clear. Clarity is meant to be acted upon, not questioned into delay. There may be moments where you feel a sudden shift, as if something just changed without warning. These shifts are part of the unfolding, and they may come quickly and without explanation. When they happen, stay grounded, because you have already been prepared for them. You do not need to understand every detail of what changed. You only need to remain aligned with your awareness. Alignment will carry you through each shift without confusion. You must also keep your focus on what is directly in front of you, not on everything that could happen or what others are doing. Your path is specific and your guidance is tailored to you. When you focus too much on external noise, you lose connection with the direction meant for you. Stay focused on your own steps, because that is where your safety is. Your path will not look the same as others, and it does not need to. There is a protection surrounding you that is actively responding to your alignment. It is not static. It is moving with you, adjusting as you move and guiding you in real time. This protection is not something you have to create. It is something you remain within as you stay connected. When you stay connected, you remain covered even as things unfold around you. This is why your awareness and your focus matters so much right now. You may begin to see how small choices you made earlier are now placing you in a different position than you would have been otherwise. These choices were not insignificant. They were part of your preparation. Even something that seemed small at the time has now created a difference in where you are and how you are experiencing this moment. This is how guidance works, shaping your path step by step until you are exactly where you need to be. Do not let your guard down just because you feel calm, because awareness must remain active until this moment fully passes. Calm is your strength, but awareness is your guide. When you keep both, you move through this with confidence and clarity. This is not the time to drift or relax into distraction. It is the time to remain present and attentive. Presence is what keeps you aligned until everything settles. The final movements of this moment are still unfolding quietly, and your awareness is still to move through them completely. You have come this far with clarity, and you must continue with that same steadiness until everything fully settles. There is a quiet shift happening now, a transition from urgency into stabilization, and you can feel it if you pay close attention. The tension that was building is beginning to release, but it has not disappeared completely. This is a delicate phase where small decisions still matter and where staying aligned continues to protect you. Do not rush into old patterns or distractions just because the intensity feels like it is easing. Stay grounded, because the final phase requires just as much awareness as the beginning. Type 444. If you are grateful for protection, you may begin to notice that things around you are slowly returning to a sense of normal, but that normal may feel slightly different than before. This is because something has shifted not only externally, but within you as well. You are not the same person you were before this moment began because you have moved through something with awareness and trust. That experience has changed your perspective, sharpened your sensitivity, and strengthened your inner steadiness. This is not something to overlook because it is part of your growth. There are also people who may not fully understand what has just happened or what they have just moved through. They may carry confusion, stress, or even frustration as things settle. You are not meant to take on their confusion, but you are meant to remain steady within yourself. Your steadiness can become a quiet source of calm for others. Even without words, when you remain grounded, you create a space where peace can begin to return. Type 111 to affirm new beginnings. What secret did elites use to attract wealth so easily? A simple 9-word password now leaked to the public. People are using it daily and watching money flow into their lives like never before. Scientists say it activates an ancient brain system tied directly to abundance, Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. It's already helped thousands become debt-free in just weeks. But this breakthrough is under pressure and may disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You must also take a moment to recognize that what was meant to harm you did not reach you in the way it could have. That is not coincidence. That is protection. Even if you cannot see exactly what was avoided, trust that there were outcomes that did not unfold in your life because you were guided. This is something to hold on to, not as pride, but as gratitude. Gratitude strengthens your connection, and that connection continues to guide you forward. As things continue to settle, you may feel a sense of relief mixed with a quiet reflection on what just happened. Allow yourself to feel that because it is part of processing the moment, but do not let that reflection turn into doubt or questioning whether what you experienced was real, what you felt, what you sensed, and how you were guided were all real and purposeful. Trust your experience because it is part of how you grow in awareness. There is also something important you must carry forward from this moment, and that is the understanding that your awareness matters. What you did, how you responded, and how you stayed aligned all played a role in how this moment unfolded for you. This is not something that only applies to this situation. It is something that will continue to guide you in future moments as well. You have learned how to stay steady in uncertainty, and that is a strength you will carry with you. You may now begin to feel a deeper sense of peace returning, not the kind that ignores what happened, but the kind that comes after moving through something with protection. This peace is not fragile. It is grounded, and it will continue to grow as you remain connected. Let that peace settle within you because it is part of your restoration. You are not meant to carry the weight of what has passed. You are meant to release it and move forward. There may also be small reminders of what just happened, moments where something triggers a memory or a feeling from earlier. When that happens, do not let it pull you back into tension. Instead, use it as a reminder of how you were guided and protected. Let it strengthen your trust instead of weakening it. What you have just experienced is something that builds your confidence in your connection with me. You must also be mindful not to fall back into habits that disconnect you from this awareness. It can be easy to return to routine and forget the clarity you had in this moment. But do not let that happen. Carry this awareness with you, even in your daily life, because it will continue to guide you in ways you may not expect. Awareness is not only for moments of urgency, it is for every moment. There is a new level of sensitivity within you now, a deeper ability to sense what is right and what is not. This is something you should embrace, not ignore. It will help you navigate situations with greater clarity and confidence. When you trust this sensitivity, you move through life with a sense of direction that others may not have. This is part of the growth that has come from what you just experienced. You are stepping into a new phase now, one where you carry both the memory of what was and the strength of what you have become. This phase is not about fear or urgency. It is about walking forward with awareness and trust. What you have learned will continue to guide you, even when things feel calm and ordinary. You are not going back to who you were. You are moving forward as someone who has been shaped by this moment. There is a quiet clarity settling within you now, and it is different from anything you felt before. It is not driven by urgency, but by understanding, and it allows you to see things more clearly than before. You may begin to notice patterns, connections, or moments that now make sense in ways they did not earlier. This is part of the unfolding, where what was once hidden becomes visible through reflection. When you allow yourself to see this clearly, you begin to grow in confidence and awareness. Type 1313 if you feel transformed. You must not rush past this phase because it carries lessons that are meant to stay with you. Take a moment to recognize how your attention, your choices, and your willingness to listen all played a role. You did not arrive here by accident. You arrived here through alignment. That alignment is something you can carry forward into every part of your life. When you stay aligned, you continue to walk in awareness instead of uncertainty. There is also a deeper sense of connection forming within you now, something that feels steady and reliable. This connection is not based on circumstances, but on trust that has been built through experience. You have seen what it means to be guided in a moment that mattered, and that changes how you move forward. You no longer need to question whether you are alone, because you have felt my presence guiding you. That experience is something you can hold on to in every situation that comes next. Type 1414 to walk in divine clarity. As you move forward, you may notice that your priorities begin to shift in subtle ways. Things that once seemed important may no longer hold the same weight, and things that you once overlooked may now feel significant. This is not confusion. It is clarity reshaping your focus. When your priorities align with what truly matters, your path becomes more stable and purposeful. You are being guided into a life that reflects this clarity, one step at a time. You must also be mindful of how you carry this experience into your daily life. It is not something to be forgotten or dismissed as a passing moment. It is something to be integrated, allowing it to influence how you think, how you act, and how you respond to future situations. When you integrate this awareness, you become someone who moves with intention instead of reaction. That is a powerful shift, and it will continue to shape your journey. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, cleared debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful, ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, it won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There may be moments when you feel tempted to return to old habits, the familiar patterns that once felt comfortable but no longer support your growth. When those moments come, remember what you have just experienced and how it has changed you. You are not the same person who once followed those patterns without awareness. You now have the ability to choose differently, to move in agreement with what you know is right. That choice is where your strength begins. You may also notice that your sensitivity to your surroundings has become stronger, allowing you to recognize things faster than before. This is not something to fear. It is something to use as guidance. When you sense something, trust it, because it is part of how you are being led. Your awareness is sharper now, and it will continue guiding you in ways that protect and position you. Do not ignore it, because it is one of the gifts that has come from this moment. There is also a peace beginning to settle deeper within you, one that is not easily shaken. This peace does not depend on everything being perfect. It comes from knowing that you are being guided. When you carry this peace, you move through life with quiet confidence that others may not understand. That confidence is not arrogance. It is trust in the connection you have. And that trust will continue growing as you move forward. You must also remember that what you experienced was not only for you, but also for the way you influence the space around you. When you carry clarity, you bring clarity into your environment. When you carry peace, you create an atmosphere where others can feel it. This is part of your role moving forward, not to force change, but to live from what you have received. Your presence can become a source of steadiness for others. Even when you do not realize it, there may be moments ahead when uncertainty rises again, but it will not feel the same as before. You now know what it means to remain steady in the middle of it. You know what it feels like to be guided, and that knowledge will stay with you. When those moments come, you will not respond with the same fear or confusion, because you have already learned how to move through them. This is part of your growth, and it will continue unfolding the way you think, the way you respond, and the way you trust are all being refined through this experience. You are not returning to who you were. You are continuing forward as someone who has seen and felt something real. There is a new steadiness in your spirit now, and it is not easily shaken by what once unsettled you. This steadiness comes from knowing that you were guided through something that could have turned out differently. That knowledge is not meant to create fear. It is meant to build confidence in the connection you have. When you remember how you were led, you begin to trust that you will be led again. This trust becomes a foundation that supports you in uncertain moments, helping you stand firm instead of wavering. Type 1515 to affirm your strength. You must now begin to live with this awareness in a practical way, not only in intense moments, but in your daily life. Pay attention to how you make decisions, how you respond to situations, and how you listen to that inner guidance. The same clarity that helped you through that moment is still with you now. It did not disappear when the urgency passed. It simply became quieter. When you make space to listen, you will discover that it is still guiding you as clearly as before. There may be times when life feels routine again, when everything seems calm and predictable. In those moments, it is easy to forget the awareness you gained and slip back into autopilot. But you must resist that, because your awareness is meant to remain active, not only when things feel urgent. When you stay aware, even in calm moments, you are better prepared for whatever comes next. This is how you maintain the strength you have gained, instead of losing it over time. Type 1616 if you choose to stay aware. You are also being called to trust yourself more deeply, because what you sensed and followed was not imagination. It was guidance. There may have been times in your past when you doubted your inner voice or ignored it, but now you have seen what happens when you listen and respond. That experience should not be dismissed. It should be honored. Trusting yourself is part of trusting me, because I speak to you in ways that are personal and direct. There is also a responsibility that comes with this awareness, not a burden, but a calling to live differently. You are not meant to move through life blindly anymore, reacting to everything without thought. You are meant to move with intention, with clarity, and with a sense of direction. This does not mean you will never face challenges, but it means you will face them differently. You will face them with awareness instead of confusion, and that changes everything. You may begin to notice that you are more selective about where you go, who you spend time with, and what you allow into your mind. This is not isolation. It is discernment. You are learning to recognize what aligns with your peace and what disrupts it. When you choose alignment, you protect your inner state and maintain your clarity. This is part of how you continue to grow in the awareness you have been given. There is also a deeper sense of purpose beginning to form within you, one that may not have been clear before. You are starting to understand that your life is not random and that your experiences are shaping you for something meaningful. This purpose does not need to be fully defined right now. It will reveal itself over time. What matters is that you remain open and willing to follow where you are guided. When you do that, your path will continue to unfold in ways that align with that purpose. Why are over 547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed. lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You must also remember to stay grounded in gratitude, because gratitude keeps your connection strong. When you recognize what you have been guided through, you reinforce the trust that has been built. Gratitude shifts your focus from what could have gone wrong to what went right. This shift strengthens your awareness and keeps you aligned with what is good. It is a simple practice, but it carries deep impact. There may be moments ahead where you feel tested again, where situations arise that challenge your awareness or your trust. These moments are not meant to undo what you have gained, but to strengthen it further. Each time you choose awareness over distraction, trust over doubt, and clarity over confusion, you become stronger. Growth does not happen all at once. It happens through repeated choices that align with who you are becoming. You are not alone in this journey, even when it feels like you are walking it quietly. My presence remains with you, guiding you in ways that may not always be visible, but are always active. When you feel uncertain, return to that connection, because it is your anchor. That connection is what carried you through before, and it will carry you through again. You are not expected to do this on your own. You are supported every step of the way. There is a deeper level of trust forming within you, one that is not easily shaken by doubt or distraction. You have experienced what it means to be guided in a moment that mattered, and that experience becomes a reference point for everything that comes next. When uncertainty arises, you can look back and remember that you were not left alone. That memory strengthens your ability to trust again, even when you cannot see what lies ahead. Trust is no longer something you are trying to force. It is something that is growing naturally within you. Type 1717. If you walk in trust, you must now begin to recognize how your awareness influences the direction of your life. The choices you make, even the small ones, begin to align differently when you are paying attention. You are no longer moving without thought. You are moving with intention, and that changes the outcomes you experience. God is weeping for you. A wealthy person left a gift in your name, and it will be taken back if you ignore this. I am speaking to you now because something has already been set in motion for your life. And if you scroll past this moment without listening, you will walk away from a blessing that was prepared with your name written on it. I do not speak to frighten you. I speak because time is moving, and what has been given can also be withdrawn if it is not received with an open heart. This is not about chance or coincidence. This is about a door that has been quietly opened for you. A door that will not remain opened forever. Stay with these words, because what you are about to understand carries weight for your future. Your peace and the restoration I have been preparing for you. You are not here by accident, and I do not call you without purpose. Type Amen. If you believe, there is a gift that has been assigned to your life, something placed in your name through the hands of another, but directed by my will and my timing. This gift is not only material, it carries relief, stability, and a shift in the burdens you have been carrying for so long. I have seen your silent struggles, the moments where you felt unseen, the nights when you wondered if anything would change, and I moved on your behalf without you even realizing it. A person of great means has been stirred in their heart, and what they released carries your name, even if you do not yet see it with your eyes. But listen carefully, because what is given must also be received with faith, and what is ignored can pass away without ever reaching your hands. I am calling you to attention because hesitation has been your habit, and delay has cost you more than you realize. You have sometimes looked at opportunities and questioned if they were truly meant for you, and in that hesitation, you allowed doors to close quietly. This time is different because I am making it clear that what stands before you is not random. It is appointed. If you feel something stirring inside you as you read these words, that is not imagination, that is my spirit drawing your attention to what matters. I am asking you to stay present, to not dismiss this moment, because what is unfolding is tied to the next chapter of your life. If this touches your heart, take a moment to like this video so more people who are waiting on their breakthrough can receive what I am releasing through these words. You have been carrying weight that was never meant to stay with you forever, and I have been preparing a release that comes through unexpected channels. The wealthy person you do not know personally has already been moved in spirit, and what they have set aside has your name connected to it in ways you cannot yet see. This is how I work. I move through people, through timing, through unseen arrangements that come together at the right moment. But there is a response required from you, not in effort or striving, but in awareness and readiness. You must not ignore what is being placed before you, because ignoring is the same as rejecting what I have allowed to come to you. Tipa 1:1 to affirm, I am not weeping because I am distant from you. I am weeping because I see how close you are to receiving something that could change the direction of your life. Yet I also see how easily you could miss it if you remain distracted or doubtful. You have been conditioned to expect disappointment, and that expectation has made you cautious even when something good approaches you. I understand your caution, but I am asking you to trust me more than you trust your past experiences. What is coming is not shaped by your past. It is shaped by my intention for your future. There are moments in life when everything seems ordinary on the surface, yet something significant is unfolding beneath it. And this is one of those moments. The gift prepared for you is not just about comfort. It is about lifting you into a place where you can breathe again, where you can move forward without the same pressure that has been weighing you down. I have seen every sacrifice you made quietly, every time you held on when it would have been easier to give up, and I have not forgotten any of it. This is part of your reward, part of what I am releasing back into your life after seasons of endurance. Do not let this moment pass as just another set of words you hear and forget, because it carries direction and urgency that is meant for you personally. I am not speaking to the crowd. I am speaking to you as an individual, as someone I have watched closely and cared for deeply. The reason this matters so much is because what is given can be redirected if it is not received. And I do not want you to stand later wondering why something meant for you never reached you. Stay attentive. Stay open. And let your heart receive what your mind might try to question. If you treat what is unfolding like something ordinary, you will overlook the very signs that were meant to guide you toward it. I am not hiding this from you. I am revealing it step by step so that your awareness can rise to meet what has already been prepared. There is a reason you have felt a shift recently, even if you could not explain it clearly to yourself. That quiet stirring, that sense that something is about to change, has not come from nowhere. I have been positioning things behind the scenes, moving people, arranging moments, aligning decisions that will eventually cross your path. The wealthy person who has released something in your name did not act randomly. They were led in ways they may not fully understand themselves. What they set aside carries purpose, and that purpose includes you receiving what has been assigned without fear or hesitation. Type yes to affirm. Why are over 547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150 million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You must not allow doubt to speak louder than my voice in this season, because doubt will cause you to step back when you should be stepping forward. I know the patterns you have lived, through the disappointments that made you question whether good things can truly last. But this is not shaped by those patterns. This is something I have initiated, something that carries my intention and not the instability of past situations. If you keep measuring this moment by what has gone wrong before, you will misread what is going right now. I am asking you to shift your perspective so you can recognize what is being placed before you without resistance. There are opportunities that come quietly without announcement, without dramatic signs, and they pass by those who are not paying attention. What has been prepared for you may not arrive in the way you expect, but it will carry a clear sense of rightness when you encounter it. You will feel a peace that does not come from logic, a certainty that rises beyond your usual thinking. And that is how you will know it is aligned with my will. Do not dismiss that feeling. Do not overanalyze it until it loses its clarity, because overthinking can be just as harmful as ignoring. Receive what is placed before you with a heart that is ready to trust. You have spent so much time surviving that receiving feels unfamiliar to you, and I understand that struggle. You learned how to endure, how to keep going, even when things were not fair, but you did not always learn how to accept what is given freely. This is why I am speaking to you so directly now, because I want you to be ready not only to see the gift, but to accept it without shrinking back. You do not need to earn what I have already allowed to be placed in your name. You only need to recognize it and step into it with faith that what I give is good and meant for you. Type 2. If you trust God, there is also something deeper you must understand, because this is not only about receiving a gift, it is about stepping into a new level of trust with me. The way you respond to this moment will shape how you walk into what comes next. If you receive with faith, you will find yourself opening to more of what I have prepared. But if you hesitate and pull back, you will slow down what could have unfolded more fully in your life. I am not trying to pressure you. I am inviting you into alignment with what is already moving in your favor. This is about your willingness to believe that I can bring good into your life in ways you did not expect. You have been asking for relief, even if you did not always put it into words, and I have heard those silent cries. I have seen the weight you carried without complaining, the moments where you chose to keep going even when you felt tired deep inside. What is coming is part of the answer to those unspoken prayers, part of the response to your endurance. I do not forget what you have gone through, and I do not ignore the effort it took for you to remain standing. This gift is not random. It is connected to everything you have walked through and everything I am now bringing into your life. Do not let fear convince you that this is too good to be true, because fear often speaks when something real is about to happen. Fear tries to protect you by keeping you in what is familiar, even if what is familiar has not been good for you. But I am leading you beyond what is familiar into something that carries peace and stability that you have not known in the same way before. You must allow yourself to step forward, even if it feels uncertain, because I am guiding you in a way that will not harm you. Trust me in this, because my intention for you is always rooted in care and purpose. The gift that has been placed in your name is not meant to create pride or distance. It is meant to create relief and possibility. It is meant to lift a burden to open space in your life where you can breathe, where you can think clearly, where you can move without the same pressure. I am not bringing this into your life to overwhelm you. I am bringing it to support you. You must receive it with gratitude and humility, understanding that it is part of a larger plan that is still unfolding. This is only one step in what I am doing, not the final destination. Stay attentive in the coming days, because what has been set in motion will begin to reveal itself more clearly. You may notice conversations, opportunities, or moments that feel different from what you are used to. And those are not coincidences. Those are part of the path that leads you to what has already been prepared. Do not rush, but do not delay either, because there is a balance you must hold between patience and readiness. I am guiding you through this step by step, and I will not leave you confused if you remain close to my voice. I am drawing your attention again so you remain steady, so your heart does not drift back into old patterns of doubt and hesitation. What has been placed in your name is still active, still waiting for your response, still aligned with the path I have prepared for you. You must stay present in this moment, because what comes next will require your willingness to act with quiet confidence. You have been trained by past experiences to expect less, to lower your expectations, so you are not disappointed again. But I am asking you to release that mindset now. That way of thinking may have protected you before, but it will limit you in this season. I am not leading you into loss. I am leading you into restoration. And restoration requires you to believe that something better can truly happen. If you hold on to the belief that nothing good lasts, you will struggle to receive what is being offered to you now. I am asking you to let go of that weight, so you can step forward with a heart that is ready to receive without fear. Type 77777 to receive blessings. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19. 000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20x faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. The gift that has been prepared for you carries more than surface value. It carries a shift in your direction. It is not only about what you will gain, but about what will be lifted from you. What will no longer hold you back the way it once did. You have been walking with a quiet heaviness that others may not have fully understood, and I have watched you carry it without turning away from me. This is part of the moment where that heaviness begins to loosen, where you begin to feel space opening in your life again. You must not shrink back when you feel that change, because it is the result of what I have been doing behind the scenes for you. There are people who have missed their moment because they did not recognize it when it came, and I am speaking to you so that you will not follow that path. Missing this is not about punishment. It is about awareness, about whether you are willing to see what I am placing before you. I do not force my gifts into your hands. I invite you to receive them, and your response determines how that invitation unfolds. This is why I am repeating this truth to you in different ways, so it settles deep within you and becomes clear beyond any confusion. You are not being left to guess. You are being guided, so you can move forward with certainty. Type 1212. If you trust in Jesus, there will be a moment when something becomes visible to you, something that carries the essence of what I have been speaking about. And in that moment, you will have a choice. You will either step toward it with trust or step back with hesitation, and that choice will shape what follows. I am preparing you now so that when that moment comes, your response will be aligned with faith and not fear. You will feel a quiet confirmation inside you, a sense that this is right, even if it does not match your expectations. Do not ignore that confirmation, because that is how I speak to you when I am guiding you into something important. You must also understand that receiving this gift does not separate you from others. It positions you to become a source of support and light in ways you have not been able to before. I do not give to create distance. I give to create flow. So what reaches your life may one day flow through you and touch others as well. This is part of the reason behind what is unfolding now, and you will understand it more clearly as you begin to walk in it. For now, your part is to receive, to trust, and to allow yourself to accept what has been placed over your name without fighting against it. The rest will unfold in the proper time as you continue forward with me. I see the questions that rise quietly in your mind. Even when you never speak them out loud, you wonder how something like this could truly belong to you. You wonder whether you are worthy to receive it. You wonder whether it will remain. I am telling you now that what I release is not based on your perfection. It is based on the purpose I have placed over your life. You do not have to prove yourself before receiving what I have already assigned to you. You only need to trust that I know exactly what I am doing, and that my plans for you are not careless, uncertain, or accidental. The wealthy person who released this gift may not fully understand who you are, but I do. I know you completely. I know your battles, your motives, your hidden hopes, and I chose to allow this provision to be connected to you. This is not random kindness. It is directed provision, guided by my awareness of your life. When you receive it, remember that it is not only coming from human hands, it is passing through them, but it is being directed by me. This understanding will keep your heart humble and your spirit aligned as you step into what is unfolding. Do not allow distraction to pull you away in the coming days, because distraction is one of the easiest ways to miss what matters most. You may feel drawn toward things that seem urgent but are not truly important, and you must be careful not to lose your focus. Stay connected to what you sense within your spirit. Stay aware of the quiet movements around you, because that is where you will recognize what has been meant for you. I am not leading you into confusion. I am leading you into clarity. But you must remain present so you can receive that clarity fully. You are closer than you realize to seeing this take shape in your life. And because it is close, you must remain steady. Do not rush ahead with impatience, but do not fall backward into doubt either, because both can pull you out of alignment. Walk with calm readiness, knowing that I'm guiding you one step at a time. I have not brought you this far just to leave you unsure or unsupported. What is happening now is part of something larger, and you are standing right in the middle of it. I am still moved deeply, not only with sorrow, but with care for you, because I see how much this moment can mean for your life. I see what it can bring into your world, how it can shift your direction, and how it can lift burdens that have rested on you for far too long. I do not want you to miss it, not because I would take it away in anger, but because I know how much it can help you if you receive it with faith. This is why I keep calling your attention, speaking to you directly, and guiding you with clarity. I am not asking you to chase it. I am asking you to recognize it when it appears. Recognition is what turns possibility into reality, and I am strengthening that recognition within you right now. What if attracting wealth did not require endless effort, just the right words? This forgotten prayer is now helping ordinary people move into debt, freedom, and financial peace. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep within the brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in only weeks. It was never meant for the public. And now that it has been revealed, the government may remove this secret at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted forever. You must begin to understand that what carries your name will also carry a sense of belonging that cannot be forced or copied. When it enters your awareness, it will not feel foreign or heavy. It will feel right in a quiet and steady way. That is how you will know. It is not confusion or illusion, but something aligned with my will for your life. Many people miss their moment because they expect something dramatic, something loud, something that demands attention. But I often move in ways that are calm and precise. Do not overlook something simply because it arrives without noise, because what is meant for you does not need to prove itself loudly. Type 1010 to claim miracles. I am also preparing your heart so that when you receive what has been set aside, you do not carry fear into it. Fear can turn a blessing into a burden if it is allowed to remain, and I do not want that for you. I want you to walk into this with peace, with a sense of trust that allows you to embrace what is coming without tension. You have lived in survival for so long that even good things can feel unfamiliar, but you must allow yourself to adjust to a new way of living. This is not a moment to brace yourself for loss. It is a moment to open yourself to what is being given. There is something else you must hear clearly, because it will help you stay aligned as this unfolds. What has been placed in your name is not just about easing your present situation, it is also about repositioning you for what comes next. I am not only addressing your current needs, I am also preparing you for future opportunities that will require stability and clarity. This gift is part of a larger movement in your life, something that will continue to unfold if you remain connected to me. Do not see it as a single event. See it as a step into a new direction that I am guiding you toward. You may notice that certain thoughts are trying to pull you back into hesitation, reminding you of past moments where things did not work out the way you hoped. Those thoughts are not coming to guide you. They are coming to keep you from stepping forward. You must recognize them for what they are and choose not to give them power over your decisions. I am not repeating your past. I am creating something new for you, something that is not shaped by what has already happened. Trust that what is unfolding now is different, and let that trust guide your response. Type 8888 to receive abundance. There will be a moment when you realize that what I have been speaking to you about is no longer just words, but something tangible, something that stands before you in a way you cannot ignore. In that moment, your response must be clear and steady, not rushed, not fearful, but grounded in the awareness I have been building within you. You will not need to question it endlessly, because the clarity will be there if you remain connected to me. Do not let others' opinions cloud what you know inside, because not everyone will understand what I am doing in your life. What matters is your alignment with me, not the approval of those around you. You have been strengthened through everything you have walked through, even the parts that felt like they were breaking you. That strength is part of why you are able to stand in this moment now, able to receive something that carries responsibility as well as relief. I do not place things in your hands carelessly. I do it with intention, knowing that you are capable of handling what comes with it. This is not about overwhelming you. It is about trusting you with something that aligns with who you are becoming. You are not the same person you were before, and this moment reflects that growth. I am also reminding you to remain humble in your heart as you receive what has been prepared. Humility will keep you grounded. It will keep your spirit open, and it will allow you to continue walking in alignment with me. What you receive is not meant to create distance between you and others. It is meant to deepen your connection to me and expand your capacity to live with purpose. Stay grateful. Stay aware. And remember where your help comes from. This will keep your path clear and your heart steady as you move forward. Do not rush ahead in excitement or fall back in fear, because both can disrupt your alignment. There is a calm way of moving forward that keeps you connected to me, and that is what I am calling you into now. Walk step by step, paying attention to what unfolds, trusting that I am guiding you, even when things are not fully clear yet. You do not need to see everything at once. You only need to follow what is revealed to you in each moment. This is how you stay aligned. This is how you move into what has been prepared without losing your way. I am still with you in this, watching over you, guiding you, protecting you from what is not meant for you, while leading you toward what is. The gift with your name on it is not lost. It is still moving toward you, still within reach, still aligned with my plan for your life. You must continue to stay open, continue to trust, continue to listen, because what is unfolding is not finished yet. There is more to come, more to be revealed, more to be received, and I am leading you through it step by step. Hold on to the peace that is growing within you, because that peace is a sign that you are moving in the right direction. Let it guide you when things feel uncertain. Let it steady you when your thoughts try to pull you away from what you know inside. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because over 547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing fast. Unexpected deposits, cleared debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150-million-year-old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. What has been placed in your name is not fading away. It is drawing closer, and you must remain aligned so you can receive it fully. Stay steady, because what is about to unfold will require your awareness and your trust working together. You must begin to recognize that this is not only about something being given to you, but about you stepping into a different position in your life. I am moving you out of a place of constant struggle and into a place where you can begin to experience stability and growth. That shift will feel unfamiliar at first, because you have spent so long adjusting to difficulty that ease may feel strange to you. But do not resist that change, because it is part of what I am bringing into your life now. I am not removing you from your purpose. I am strengthening your ability to walk in it without the same weight that once held you down. Type 555 to welcome change. There will be signs that confirm what I have been speaking to you. And those signs will not be confusing if you remain attentive. They may come through conversations, through unexpected opportunities, or through moments that feel quietly significant without being overwhelming. Pay attention to what stands out. What feels different? What carries a sense of rightness that you cannot easily explain? That is how you will recognize the path I am guiding you on. I am not leaving you without direction. I am giving you clarity in ways that require your awareness more than your effort. You have often questioned whether you are truly chosen for something good, whether you are meant to receive more than what you have already experienced. Those thoughts have limited how you see yourself and how you respond to opportunities that come into your life. I am telling you now that you are not overlooked. You are not second to others, and you are not outside of my care. What is coming to you is not a mistake. It is intentional, and it carries your name because I have allowed it to be so. You must begin to see yourself differently so you can receive what has already been aligned with your life. Type 333. If you walk by faith, there is also a timing that you must respect, because even though something is prepared, it unfolds in steps that align with your readiness. You may feel eager to see everything happen at once, but I am guiding it in a way that will not overwhelm you. Each step will come with enough clarity for you to move forward without confusion if you remain connected to me. Do not try to force the process or rush ahead, because rushing can lead to missteps. Trust the pace I am setting because it is designed to support you, not to hold you back. You are learning how to move with trust instead of fear, and that is a transition that takes attention and intention. Fear will try to re-enter your thoughts, especially when something meaningful is about to happen. But you must not give it control. Fear will tell you to step back, to wait, to question everything until the moment passes. But that is not my voice. My voice brings peace even when something is new or unexpected, and that peace is what you must follow. Let that peace guide you, because it will keep you aligned with what I am doing. The person who released this gift in your name may never fully understand the impact of what they have done, but that does not change the purpose behind it. I use their position, their resources, and their moment of openness to create something that connects to your life. This is how I move through people, through timing, through decisions that come together in ways that only become clear later. You do not need to know every detail of how it was arranged. You only need to trust that it has been arranged. That trust will allow you to receive without confusion or hesitation. You must also prepare your heart to hold what is coming without letting it change your sense of identity. What you receive does not define your worth. It reflects my care for you and my intention to support your path. Stay grounded in who you are. Stay connected to me, and do not allow what you receive to create distance between you and your purpose. This is not about becoming someone else. It is about stepping more fully into who you were meant to be. Let that understanding guide how you carry what is being placed in your hands. There will be a quiet moment where everything begins to make sense, where what I have been speaking to you about becomes clear in a way that removes all doubt. In that moment, you will see how each part has been leading to this point, how nothing was random, how everything was connected. That clarity will bring a sense of relief, a sense of confirmation that you have not been walking alone. Hold on to that moment when it comes, because it will strengthen your faith for what continues to unfold after it. I am still watching over you as this progresses, making sure that what is meant for you reaches you without being diverted or lost. You are not at risk of missing it if you remain attentive and open, because I am guiding you directly. Do not let worry take hold. Do not let doubt become louder than the awareness I am building within you. Stay calm, stay present, and trust that I am leading you exactly where you need to be. What has your name on it is not wandering aimlessly. It is being directed with precision, and that direction leads to you. You must stay steady now, because this is where many people lose focus and allow fear or distraction to take them away from what is right in front of them. A leaked 9-word password is quietly transforming people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it daily from their couch and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways linked to money, working far faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it's spreading too fast. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You may begin to notice that certain things around you are shifting even in small ways that seem unrelated at first. Situations may change. Conversations may take unexpected turns, and opportunities may appear in places you did not think to look before. These are not random movements. They are part of the path opening before you. I am aligning your environment so that what has been set aside in your name can reach you without confusion or delay. Do not overlook these changes, because they are signals that something greater is unfolding beneath the surface. Type 444 to receive divine guidance. You have carried a sense of uncertainty for a long time, wondering when something would finally shift in your favor. That waiting has shaped how you see your life, and at times it made you feel like progress was always just out of reach. I have seen that waiting. I have seen your patience, even when it felt like nothing was happening. Now you are stepping into a moment where waiting begins to give way to receiving. This transition may feel unfamiliar, but it is real, and it is something you must allow yourself to step into without hesitation. There is something important you must understand about this moment, because it will help you remain aligned as everything begins to unfold more clearly. When something meant for you comes into your life, it will not come with confusion or pressure that forces you into it. It will come with a quiet sense of confirmation, a feeling that you are exactly where you are meant to be. That is how you will know that you are not being misled, but guided. Stay connected to that sense of peace, because it will help you move forward with clarity, even when everything around you feels new. Type 666 to claim restoration. I am also strengthening you internally so that you can hold what is coming without fear of losing it. Sometimes the fear of losing something good can prevent you from fully receiving it. And I do not want that to happen in your life. I am building a deeper trust within you, a trust that is not shaken easily by uncertainty. This trust will allow you to step into what has been prepared with confidence, knowing that what I give is not fragile or temporary. You must allow that trust to grow, because it will support you not only now but in everything that follows. The gift that has been placed in your name is not separate from your journey. It is connected to everything you have walked through up to this point. Every challenge, every delay, every moment where you felt stretched beyond your limits has played a role in preparing you for this. You may not have seen the connection before, but you will begin to see it more clearly as things unfold. What you are about to receive is not random. It is the result of a process that has been shaping your life for longer than you realize. This understanding will help you carry it with gratitude and clarity. You must also remain aware of your surroundings, because not everything that appears around you is meant to distract you. But some things will try to. There will be moments where your attention is pulled toward things that seem urgent, but are not aligned with what I am doing. You must learn to recognize the difference between what is important and what is simply loud. Stay focused on what carries peace and clarity, because that is where I am leading you. Distraction can cause delay, and I want you to move forward without unnecessary detours. I am guiding you into a place where you can stand with a new sense of stability, where you are no longer constantly reacting to pressure, but able to move with intention. This is part of what the gift in your name represents. Not just relief, but repositioning. You are being moved into a space where you can think clearly, act wisely, and build something that lasts. This is not about a temporary change. It is about a shift that carries forward into your future. You must receive it with that understanding, because it will shape how you use what is being given. There will be a moment very soon where everything begins to connect in a way that removes the last traces of doubt. You will see how what I have been speaking to you is reflected in your reality, how the unseen becomes visible. That moment will not require you to question it, because the clarity will be undeniable. When that moment comes, step forward with confidence. Not because you understand everything, but because you trust me. That trust is what will carry you fully into what has been prepared. I am still watching over you carefully, ensuring that what is meant for you reaches you without being lost or redirected. You are not navigating this alone. Even if it feels unfamiliar or uncertain at times, I am present in every step, guiding you, protecting you, making sure that what has your name on it finds its way to you. You must continue to stay open. Continue to trust. Continue to listen, because what is unfolding is still in motion. You may feel a growing sense of anticipation, even if you cannot fully explain it to yourself. That feeling is not something to ignore. It is a sign that something within you is aligning with what is about to happen. I am allowing you to feel this so that you do not miss the moment when it arrives. Anticipation is not meant to make you anxious. It is meant to make you aware. Let it sharpen your attention rather than cloud your thinking, because you are being positioned to recognize what is meant for you without confusion. Type 999 to step into destiny. You must also be careful not to allow old habits to reappear just as you are about to step into something new. There is a tendency in you to second-guess what is good, to pause when you should move, to hesitate when something feels unfamiliar. That pattern has protected you in certain seasons, but it will hold you back now if you allow it to remain. I am calling you out of that pattern and into a place of steady trust. What is coming is not meant to be questioned until it fades. It is meant to be received with clarity and confidence. What secret did elites use to attract wealth so easily? A simple 9-word password now leaked to the public. People are using it daily and watching money flow into their lives like never before. Scientists say it activates an ancient brain system tied directly to abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. It's already helped thousands become debt-free in just weeks. But this breakthrough is under pressure and may disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. There is something very specific about the timing of this moment, because it is not only about what is being given, but about who you have become along the way. You are not the same person you were when you first started asking for change, when you first began to hope for something better. You have grown, you have endured, and you have learned in ways that have prepared you to handle what is now coming toward you. This is why the timing is now, because you are ready in ways you were not before. I do not release things carelessly. I release them when they can be received well. Type 1. If you believe in new beginnings, the gift that has been placed in your name carries a sense of completion as well as a new beginning. It closes a chapter where you were carrying more than you should have, and it opens a chapter where you can move forward with greater freedom. This transition may touch your emotions in ways you did not expect, because you are not only receiving something new, you are also releasing something old. You are stepping away from pressure, heaviness, and uncertainty that have followed you for a long time. Allow yourself to leave that place without trying to carry what is no longer meant to remain with you. You may also begin to notice your perspective changing as this unfolds. The way you see yourself and the future in front of you will start to shift. Do not resist that change. It is part of the transformation that comes with receiving what has been prepared for your life. When your circumstances begin to change, your thinking must change with them so you can fully enter what is new. I am guiding that inner shift, so you do not stay bound to old limits. Let your mind and heart move forward together, because that alignment will keep you steady. There will be people who may not understand what is happening in your life, and you must accept that without allowing it to disturb your peace. Not everyone will see what I have been doing. Not everyone will recognize the path I have been guiding you through. What matters is not whether they understand, but whether you remain aligned with me. Stay focused on what you know within your spirit. Stay connected to the peace that confirms you are moving in the right direction. That peace will keep you grounded, even when others cannot see what you see. You must also remember that what you receive is not meant to separate you from others, but to strengthen your ability to live with purpose. I am not lifting you so you can become distant. I am positioning you so you can walk more fully in what I have called you to become. That is why humility and gratitude must remain at the center of your heart. When you stay grounded in me, what you receive will continue to flow in a way that brings life, not confusion. Keep your heart open, and do not allow pride or fear to take root. I am watching over the final steps of what is unfolding, making sure that what carries your name reaches you in the right way. Nothing is being left to chance, and nothing is being handled without care. You are being guided into this with precision, attention, and purpose greater than what you can see right now. Trust that I am handling what remains unseen, so you can focus on responding faithfully to what is now being shown to you. This is how you remain aligned as everything comes together. There will be a moment very soon when you realize that what you have been waiting for is no longer something you are hoping to receive, but something you are actually holding. That moment will bring relief and confirmation that what I have spoken is true. When it happens, do not look back with doubt. Do not question how it came or why it happened this way. Receive it with gratitude and clarity. That posture will keep you aligned with what continues to unfold after it arrives. I am still moved with deep care for you, not because something is being taken from you, but because I see how important this moment is for your life. I see what it will change, what it will heal, and what it will open for you as you move forward. My desire is for you to receive it fully, without fear, without hesitation, and without missing what has been prepared in your name. Stay present, stay ready, and trust that you are being led into something that carries both provision and purpose. You are no longer waiting for something distant. You are standing at the edge of receiving. What has been placed in your name is not moving away from you. It is aligning with you, and this alignment is happening now. Stay steady, because this is where clarity becomes action, and action confirms what you have believed. There is a quiet strength rising within you that you may not have noticed fully, but it is there, and it has been growing as you have listened and remained open. This strength is not loud or forceful. It is calm and steady, and it will guide you when the moment arrives. You will not need to struggle to recognize what is meant for you, because this strength will help you stand firm in what you know inside. I have been building this within you so that you can move forward without being shaken by uncertainty. Trust what you feel when it carries peace, because that is where I am leading you. Type 888 to receive abundance. You must also be aware that the final moments before something meaningful happens are often the moments where distraction tries to increase. This is not by accident. It is because you are so close that even a small shift in your attention could cause delay. Do not allow yourself to become scattered or pulled in too many directions right now. Keep your focus on what you feel inside, on the clarity that has been growing within you. This is not the time to look everywhere. It is the time to stay centered and ready. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, clear debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, It won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The gift that has been placed in your name is not just approaching me, it is now at the point where it will intersect with your life in a visible way. You may notice that something begins to stand out clearly, something that feels different from everything else around it. That difference is not random, it is the sign you have been prepared to recognize. When you see it, do not hesitate. Do not step back, because hesitation at this stage can cause you to miss what is right in front of you. Step forward with the trust that has been built within you through everything I have spoken. Type 111 if you walk by faith. You have come through moments where you felt uncertain, where you questioned whether anything would truly change. And those moments were not wasted. They were shaping you, strengthening you, preparing you to stand in this exact place with a deeper level of understanding. Now you are no longer in a place of waiting without direction. You are in a place of receiving with clarity. This is a different position, and it requires you to respond differently. You are not hoping anymore. You are recognizing and stepping forward. There is also something important about how you receive this, because your response will influence what follows after it. If you receive with fear, you will carry tension into what should bring peace. But if you receive with trust, you will experience the fullness of what has been prepared. I am guiding you into a posture of trust, so that what you receive can settle into your life in the right way. You do not need to guard yourself against what I have given. You need to open yourself to it. That openness will allow it to take root and grow in your life. You may begin to see how everything has been connected, how the timing, the preparation, the guidance have all been leading to this moment. What once felt unclear will begin to make sense, and you will recognize that you have not been walking without direction. I have been leading you, even when it felt quiet, even when it felt uncertain. This realization will bring a sense of peace that goes beyond the gift itself, because it will confirm that you are not alone and never have been. Hold on to that peace, because it will carry you forward. Do not allow yourself to shrink back now, because you are not in the same position you once were. You have been strengthened, you have been prepared, and you are capable of stepping into what is now before you. This is not a moment for doubt. It is a moment for trust, for clarity, for movement that aligns with what you know inside. Let your steps reflect what you have come to understand, because that is how you fully enter into what has been prepared for you. You are not stepping into something uncertain. You are stepping into something that has been guided with care. I am still watching over this final alignment, ensuring that everything comes together as it should. There is nothing being left unfinished, nothing being overlooked, because what has your name on it is important to me. I am making sure that it reaches you in a way that you can recognize and receive without confusion. Trust that I am present in every detail, even the ones you cannot see yet. This trust will keep you steady as everything comes together. There will be a moment very soon where what has been spoken becomes something you can hold, something you can see clearly, something that confirms everything you have been feeling inside. That moment will not require explanation, because it will carry its own clarity. When it comes, receive it fully without holding back, without questioning whether it is truly meant for you. It is meant for you. And that is why you have been guided to this point. I am still weeping with care for you, not out of sorrow, but out of the deep awareness of how much this moment matters for your life. I see the shift it will bring, the relief it will carry, the new direction it will open for you. I do not want you to miss any part of it, not even a small part, because it has been prepared with intention and care. Stay present. Stay ready. and trust that what has been placed in your name is now within your reach. I am still speaking to you, because now you have reached the moment where everything I have been preparing begins to settle into your life, and you must understand how to carry it forward. What has been placed in your name is no longer approaching, it has now crossed into your reality. And this is where your heart must remain steady. You are no longer standing at the edge. You are stepping into what has already been aligned for you. This is the moment where what was once unseen becomes part of your daily life. And how you receive it will shape what comes next. Stay grounded, because receiving is not the end. It is the beginning of a new way of walking with me. You may feel a mixture of relief and quiet emotion as this becomes real to you, and that is natural because you have carried weight for a long time. The release of that weight will not always feel loud. It will feel like a deep breath you did not know you needed. This is part of what I have been doing for you. Creating space where there was once pressure, bringing calm where there was once tension. Do not rush past this feeling. Allow yourself to experience it fully, because it is part of your restoration. What you are feeling is not temporary. It is the beginning of a shift that will keep unfolding throughout your life. Type 777 to receive blessings. Why are more than 547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they began using a strange 9-word password discovered through neuroscience research. People are using it from home and reporting surprise bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of the brain connected to abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was once quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it is spreading quickly and could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted forever. You must also understand that what you have received is not meant to be carried with fear of losing it. I did not bring this into your life to create anxiety. I brought it to create peace, stability, and confidence. If fear remains in your heart, it will try to steal the peace this blessing was meant to bring. You must release that fear and replace it with trust, knowing that what I give is never given carelessly. This trust will allow you to live in what you have received without constantly looking behind you or expecting it to disappear. Let your heart rest in the assurance that I am still with you, still leading you, and still protecting what I have placed in your life. There is also a new responsibility that comes with what you have received. Not a burden that crushes you, but a deeper awareness of how you move from this point forward. You are no longer standing where you once stood, and your choices now carry new weight because something has been added to your life. This is not something to fear. It is something to carry with wisdom and clarity. I am not leaving you to understand it alone. I am still guiding you as you move ahead. Stay connected to me, because that connection will show you how to use what you have received in the right way. You may begin to see opportunities open in ways they never did before. Doors that once felt sealed may begin to move. And that is part of what this shift carries. What you have received is not separate from the rest of your life. It connects with other areas and creates movement where there was once stillness. Pay attention to these changes, because they are part of the larger unfolding I have been preparing for you. Do not limit what you believe is possible now, because you are no longer in the same position you were in before. Allow your vision to grow as your circumstances begin to change. There will also be moments when you look back on where you came from, remembering the weight, the struggle, and the uncertainty that once filled your days. Those reflections are not meant to pull you backward. They are meant to remind you how far you have come. Let them deepen your gratitude, not your fear. You are not returning to that place. You are moving forward from it. Keep your focus on where you are going, not on where you have been. I am also guiding you to remain humble and grounded as you move ahead. Because what you have received is not only for your comfort, it is connected to a greater purpose. When you stay close to me, you will know how to carry it in a way that brings life instead of confusion. Humility will keep your heart open. It will keep you aligned, and it will allow what you have received to keep flowing in the right direction. Do not allow pride or fear to take root, because both can pull you away from the clarity I have given you. You must also protect your peace as you step into this new place, because not everyone around you will understand what has changed in your life. Some may question it, and some may not see it the way you do. And you must accept that without allowing it to disturb you. Your peace comes from me, not from the opinions of others. Stay connected to that peace, because it will guide you through any uncertainty that may rise. When you remain in that peace, you will continue walking in alignment with what I have prepared for you. I am still watching over you, not from a distance, but closely and carefully, making sure that what has been placed in your life continues to unfold as it should. I have not finished guiding you. I am still leading you into what comes next. What you have received is only one part of a greater journey that is still unfolding before you. Stay open, stay attentive, and continue to trust that I am with you in every step. You will begin to see how what has been given to you creates new possibilities, new directions, and new ways of moving forward that were not available before. This is part of the expansion I have been preparing for you. It is a widening of your path that allows you to move with greater freedom. Do not hold yourself back out of habit, because you are no longer limited in the same way.